Is it possible to make an iPad mini not just something you consume content on, but actually can become a productivity powerhouse? In this video, I check out my latest acquisition to see if that's a possibility. Hey friends, Mark from The Spark here. Welcome back. Good to have you with me. So you may remember a few videos back, I reviewed the Howie, I don't know how you pronounce it, H-O-U, who. Anyway, this keyboard here, which fit really well to my iPad mini, gave it some really good protection, whilst at the same time enabled me to have a really productive writing productivity kit. So that's all good, but I'm always on the search for something that might better fit my needs, and this thing kept showing up in my social media feeds. It's the Nilkin Cube Pocket Keyboard. Yeah, it's a foldable keyboard. It connects via Bluetooth, but it does have one very special feature, which this one is clearly lacking. So let's unbox this, get it paired to my iPad mini, and I'll show you what that is. I like it when things are presented well in kind of these unboxings. It says something about the product inside, that it's worth something of value. You get a nice little bag for the keyboard here, like that. Okay, obviously the keyboard is in here. Let's just check out what's in the accessory box. Probably just, hopefully, a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. It's not, it's a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, but never mind, I've got a USB-C, I've got plenty of USB-C to USB-C cables. It's just, that's just gonna go to e-waste eventually because I'm never gonna use it. We've got a user manual in here, little sticker, or no, just certificate of approval for what it's worth, and a user manual here. Nilkin, creating new experiences. Right, let's undo this. Now, I think I did ask them for an ash grey. Pretty sure I did, but they've sent this what they call a June brown. I don't like this colour at all. I think it's disgusting, but it is what it is. You may love it. I don't. It unfolds like this. I'll put the bag over here and it becomes a full-size keyboard, unlike this thing here, which was always a little bit cramped, but this is obviously nicely spread out. This cover, to keep it, is really clever. It kind of runs on these runners. Oh, there you go. And then clips into place. There we are. Okay, USB-C charging, as we have noted already. There's nothing else in and around except for the on button there. All right, you may have noticed the USP of this, unique selling point, and that is this thing here, which is a calculator, but I also believe it can also work as a touchpad, which again, this thing from How hasn't got. How would we make this work? Well, you'd carry your iPad in this case here, like this one I've got from Italka. Done a video on this, you can go check that out. I'll put the link below. There we go, nicely done. But it's kind of an origami thing, and so you can have it up like that. So you'd have that packed up like that packed up like that, out and away you go. What we should do is get this thing paired up and see how it goes. For the sake of the video up here, I shall lay this flat, but obviously we normally have it like that. Okay, let's go to Bluetooth. So function, the Bluetooth 1, 2 or 3, so you can have connected to 3 different devices. Then function C for pairing, showed up here. Let's do that. Let's go on to notes here. And it's working already. Okay, let's try the typing. This is the first time that I'm typing on this thing, and it feels okay. It's quite nice. Look, it's spongier than say an Apple Magic Keyboard, but it's not bad, and it sounds quite nice. And yes, obviously it's better to type on than something which is a little bit cramped, but obviously the bonus of this is it's a case as well. This you have to carry 2 different devices around with you. Now, there we are. The USP of this is a mouse, and that's why you might want to use this, because it functions in all the ways that you would expect it to. So we've got swipe across, scroll up and down like that. Does it do the thing where it opens up? No. This is iOS, so if I go to the top there, iOS 26, sorry. If I go to the top there, I can find all the different selections I need there. Do I need to go up from the bottom? There we go. All right. Command spacebar. Let's go to some photos and pick a random photo. There we go. Let's pick that one. Just wondering about pinch and zoom. Yeah. That's as responsive as you would expect using the Magic Keyboard. I'd tell you what, it's not as good at. It's just kind of swiping up to go to this bit here. It's a bit finicky on that point. So you can tap it. There we go. Move that around. Click done. Let's go into, I mean, I have it on tap anyway. You don't have to click it, you have it on tap normally. So this is quite nice and it looks good. So what we've got here, we've got some function, we've got brightness on the iPad there, search, which is just like that one, command spacebar, forwards, backwards, play. Yeah, it's got all the things you'd want and need. Oh, there we go. So instead of swiping up, you've just got a shortcut there to do that. I forgot about that. There you go. Screenshot. Yep. Awesome. So this one looks like it goes from mouse to calculator. So function. And now we're on this. Okay, so we can use it as a numpad. However, if we go into calculator, which would be that one there, 113 plus 95 equals 207. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So that's how you do it. That's cool. It works. Function. Yeah, so it's just a mouse in that one. And then, so for example, it's just to do this. If you were working on something and you wanted to do some sums or math, and then we go over here, 1 plus 1, there you go, 2, and back out of that into the keyboard there. Do you know what? I think it is nice to type on. I think it works really well. It's almost pretty much full-size keyboard going on. Shame there's no kind of backlight. I guess I would have appreciated that. Obviously you're going to drain down your battery if you do that quite a bit. I like that kind of little calculator thing going on there. You can quickly switch between that and this, but that just works so well. That, yeah, that doesn't, but function, oh, that's a screenshot. Let's go away. Function that will takes you into this anyway, so you can do that. So that's not that good, but in all other aspects of it, it works really well. So cracking. It feels solid. It feels like it's going to last. This is like a nice kind of leathery material. I'm not sure if it actually is leather. I doubt it, but it feels good. A little bit thin at the corners here, but I guess it has to be for it to do that. Mechanisms here feel robust. Don't feel like they're gonna hate the colour. I really dislike the colour. But all that aside, you know, that's really cool. So there you are. That's the Cube Pocket Keyboard, which in my quest for getting smaller and more productive, that is not a bad package. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have one of these? Do you have a different colour? Would you prefer a different colour? Do you like brown? Of course, I've probably got an affiliate link for this, which I will put on the screen here. Just scan that QR code there and the link will be in the description box below if you want to get yourself one of these. How much is it? It's about £48. There you go, 48 quid from Nilkin. And in fact, they've got a 15% off right now, so you can take advantage of that if you want to. normally £60, no, £48, normally 69. So there we are. 238 grams, battery 140 milliamp hours, use time up to 10 hours. Okay, so it's not, the battery in there is not as big as I expected, but should still last you quite a long time. Okay, I should have asked for black, not khaki, my bad. If this video was useful to you, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Like the video if you really thought it was that good, and you could even tap the new hype button that YouTube have recently introduced and raise me to the top of that hype leaderboard. YouTube thinks that you will like this video, so why don't you go watch that next. Take care, until next time.